This is The Last Door, Season 2, Collector's Edition. So, we are now up to Episode 2. And, yeah, it looks like this season we're playing not as Devitt, but as, Dr. John Wakefield. And so far things have started to get, pretty creepy and pretty strange. Well, stranger than they already were. So, there we go. Got a little summary there of patient episode 1, where we were investigating Alexander Dupre. And now we are up to episode 2, My Dearest Visitor. So Dr. Wakefield and Kaufman pay a visit to eccentric Professor Wright, whose research may cast some light over the strange events they've witnessed so far. So, let us begin. Previously on The Last Door, Wakefield and Kaufman followed the only clue they had on Devitt's location, the recipient of Anthony's disturbing letter, Alexander Dupre. Wakefield visited the East Hill Asylum to gather some information on Dupre's past. Wakefield discovered that Dupre was the leader of a secret society known as the Playwright. He learned that they practiced rituals with the goal of peering through the veil, the line that separates the common world from an outer void full of horrors. One of East Hill's patients turned out to be a member of the Playwright, but she escaped the asylum. Wakefield and Kaufman followed her to her hideout, a cabin in the mountains, when suddenly a big flock of birds appeared. Yes, that was the dramatic ending of episode 1, last video, so let's see what happens. I must forget nothing. Oh, okay. Suddenly we are someone else. Everything must be set. Okay. When the time comes, and I am visited again. Explosion. Interesting. I really do like how they start all the episodes with like playing as someone else doing something. Like just that sense of mystery and tension it kind of builds, because you're like, who is this? What are they doing? What's going on? And then as you progress through the episode, you kind of figure out what that was. I really like that as a sort of way of building up that, you know, that mystery and tension into the game by having those little small starter segments where you're playing as someone else. It's just really nice structure, like narrative structure for the game. For a moment the sky was dark. We heard the calls of 1,000 birds, but another sound rose above them. A sound I cannot describe. Oh dear. What just happened in here? We are too late. No shit, Sherlock. It is ashes. It's like something exploded outwards. She didn't explode, did she? The windows are covered with wooden planks. It looks as if she were trying to keep someone from entering, or something from getting out. A circle drawn hastily on the floor. I think chalk circles are pretty much a staple of all, like, rituals, ceremonies and that kind of thing. she thought she could prevent what she knew was about to happen, but she was wrong. I do not know what to make of all this. I do. Care to share with us your insight, Johan? Of course not. I'm not sure I trust this Johan too much. He seems to know a lot, but he never tells us how or why he knows any of that stuff. Are you alright, Kaufman? It is nothing, mein Freund. Just a bit of a cold. Now, mein Freund, I think we should talk. In light of the events we have recently witnessed, the matter cannot be delayed any further. You must make an important decision. It is not yet too late to go back to our daily lives. If you do not want to continue, you must forget all about your patient Jeremiah Devitt. You will have to keep to yourself everything you have learned about the mystery of his disappearance and never talk about it again. But should you wish to continue this search, you will need to accept the consequences, whatever they may be. Please do not take this decision lightly. The path ahead is not without peril. You know my answer already, Kaufman. I must know what happened to Devitt. So be it then. As you may have already realized, this matter involving your patient transcends the limits of psychiatry as we know it. We are not dealing with the effects of trauma or the demons of the subconscious, at least not in the terms we are used to. We are dealing with something old, something dark, a sinister truth that has been buried deep for generations. This man, Alexander Debray, and his organization, I think they seek to uncover these secrets, and I fear they might have already. Her fate must be related. Okay. We must pay a visit to an old friend. The man who introduced me to the extended, I like that, the extended scientific field of the occult. My mentor, Professor Adam Wright. My dearest visitor. We got ourselves another little sort of world map. I doubt he's away at this time of day. Let's try the back. Look at all the snow falling. That's a really nice effect. Mrs. Oakwood, she's the manor's housekeeper. Yes, so it is. Good morning, Mrs. Oakwood. Don't you remember me? Why, Dr. Kaufman, bless my soul, it's been so long I hardly recognize you. How nice to see you again. Allow me to introduce my colleague, Dr. John Wakefield. Is the professor at home? We would like to see him. Why, yes, doctor, of course. I'm quite forgetting myself. Let me take you to him. It is really good of you to come. He receives so few visitors these days on account of his condition. Oh, sir, I'm right sorry. I thought you knew. The professor, he suffers from an ailment afflicting his brain. He is now entirely confined to his bed. Professor Wright, you have visitors. One of them is your old friend. Look, do you recognize him? Oh, it's the professor, the guy we were playing at the beginning. He was also a ginger. I wonder. It is Johan, Professor, your old pupil. I reckon he doesn't remember you, Johan. It's been a long time since I've seen him so excited. I will leave you two to talk to the professor. It may be difficult to keep him on one subject for long, but oh, it does him such a world of good to speak with old friends. Should you need my assistance, I'll be in the backyard. Professor, Uncle James, you are back. It is I, Professor Johann Kaufman. Where is father? Where is he being taken? He suffers from some kind of memory loss, or dementia, Alzheimer's or something. Yes, I'm afraid he will not tell us much in this state. If we could but stimulate his memories, maybe he could tell us of his research, something to unravel the mystery of the playwright. Perhaps we have a few other options in any case. Let us try. Why don't you explore the manor? There may be some objects we can use to jog the Professor's memory. Meanwhile, I'll try and talk to him about the time we researched together. That could also help him. Oh, okay, so you just want us to go wander around the house of this person that we've never met before and don't personally know, and we're just gonna wildly guess. Just guess that maybe we can find something sentimental that will jog his memory. Yeah, okay, why not? Let's go rummage through some stranger stuff. Locked door. It's an attic. Oh, guarantee there's something up there. All the good stuff gets stashed in the attic. We got a door that opens and a bathroom. Okay, good. Well, isn't it nice that they didn't lock the bathroom? Bathroom door, how nice of them. Common radiator, okay. I see myself in the mirror, the reflection is strangely distorted. I'm enjoying this music, it's lovely. Okay, that's locked. Right, well, unless there's something in the bathroom we missed. We'll have to go explore the rest of the house. Oops, sorry. Misclicked. What do we got here? Dried branches. Oh, that must be the front door. Okay, yep. Portrait of Professor Wright. His appearance was quite different back then, an imposing, inquisitive figure. There's been lots of portraits of inquisitive and imposing people in this game so far. Another locked door, gosh. It's almost like they don't want strangers wandering around going through all their stuff. What have we got here? Oh, the kitchen, of course. Cast iron wood stove. Bread oven. Various ingredients, nothing we can take. Oh, basement. Isn't it nice that they've actually labelled all the doors in their own house? Oh, well, I suppose if he has memory loss of some kind, then you would do that. Well, there's nothing in here we can pick up for now. This must be back where the lady was. The housekeeper, of course. May I ask you something, Mrs. Oakwood? Of course. How did the Professor become afflicted? The ailment runs in the family. Mr. Wright suffers from it, as did his father and grandmother before him. It's truly a terrible thing. What are the symptoms? Well, I can't speak for those very long words physicians use, but I can tell you what I see in him. Hardly remembers a thing for the past 40 years. He's like a child again. Yeah, it sounds like some sort of like Alzheimer's or something like that. I'll listen to that nice crunchy snow sounds. This oak tree looks ancient, probably older than the manor itself. Oh, okay. Creepy looking statue garden. The statue portrays a clergyman hiding his face behind a mask. The Queen has removed her mask. There is an empty hole where her face should be. Yeah, creepy statue collection, jeez. The statue portrays a peasant woman with her face hidden behind a mask. The stage has removed his mask. There is an empty hole where his face should be. Jesus. A stiff tray almost seems like a statue. Why would anyone put these anywhere near their house and not put them all in a bonfire and then just or just crush them to rubble? Like, why? Creepy faceless statues. The central statue portrays a cloaked figure holding a clay vessel. The vessel has a small hole in it, just large enough to see a metal object hidden inside. Oh, neat. Can we pick it up? Oh, and the four remove their mask of lies. The path to the grave will be cleared. Oh, well, that's not ominous at all. Can we? No. Okay. We can't seem to pick that up. That's unfortunate. What's this? Oh, okay, we're back around the front of the house. What's this? Strange ornament on the wall. I think I can move it. What the hell is this? Okay. I don't know what that achieved. Its head is missing. Fierce lion. Damaged. Nope, nothing over there. And I suppose if we go back in. So, yeah, we turned a lever thing, and I don't know if that unlocked anything. Right. But so far we haven't found anything we can pick up, so leaves us one last room. Oh, this is cozy. I like this. Nice library. Chair by the fire. Occult sciences, of course. Some of these titles, I believe, have been forbidden by the crown. This is a tin soldier. It looks like it's been painted by hand. It commemorates a military campaign that I have not heard of. Oh, but we can pick it up. Could have some special significance. Well, let's take it and find out. I don't suppose there's anything else here we can interact with. A globe. The surface is extraordinarily detailed. Judging by the strange shapes of the continents, this must derive from a fictional work or some prehistoric era. Oh wait, hang on. Okay. That looks like a puzzle of some kind. But I think we'll come back to that. What the hell is that? It's birds. Jeez. That is really unsettling. Doesn't sound like any of the kind of birds I get around here in my part of the world. Well, let's take in the soldier. That's obviously what they want us to do. Sergeant Downing was sent to the front. The man that returned was not Sergeant Downing. My dearest visitor, you will know where to look, or what a time we will have. Your visitor, what do you mean? He will have seen the map, he will know the Book of Travels. Book of Travels. I'm sure he'll work it out. It must not be too easy, no, but he will find the prize, I'm sure. Something concealed, something precious in his adult estate. Could he have hidden away parts of his research? Perhaps he held it away somewhere for his dearest visitor of his to find. Why don't you explore the manor? I don't know. Why don't you? You know the man better. Perhaps something will relate to these latest ramblings. his memory through conversation. Well, it's clearly not working, that route, so why don't you come help me? Well, they mentioned a map, and we were just playing around with a globe downstairs, which looked like it had some sort of puzzle thing on it. So I wager we have to do something with that. But, here we go. There is a large volume here, quite worn. It is an illustrated edition of the Travels of Marco Polo. Perhaps this is the book of travels that Professor Wright mentioned. We began our journey crossing the unforgiving desert, facing the setting sun. At last we arrived at the merciful side of the great ocean. We followed the coast north, in hope of reaching our home. It was not to be. Declared war. We never set foot in that bloody land again. We knew there was a port, so we travelled a few miles to the south, find a boat. The sea voyage was short. Reached the easternmost cape and landed there. We marched for them. Okay. So I think that is obviously the clue for this. Now look, we've got a... misclick, sorry. So what have we got? Okay. We start in a desert, facing the setting sun. So we start in a desert, we're travelling west. Yes, west. Then we get to the coast, and then we go north. And then we go back. And then we go south. Then we go on the sea. And then we go the innermost cape. We marched forth until we reached now. Okay, so this looks like a desert. They look like sand dunes. So we start off in the desert. Then we travel west. Then we go north. Then we go back south. Then we go by sea. And then, well, I guess that's the only one left. No. Okay. Forced to return as we had come. Maybe. Hang on. Try doing that one again. There we go. Okay, I had to do that one twice. It seems I've triggered a hidden mechanism. A small compartment is opened in the globe. Sealed letter inside. It's simply addressed to my dearest visitor. Kaufman needs to see this before it is opened. Kaufman, look, I found an envelope. It was hidden inside a globe. The strange mechanism opened. To my dearest visitor. This is another part of an intricate riddle. But to what purpose? Oh, we're in like a riddle house, are we? That explains the secret mechanism thing that was on the front of the house. It's probably a puzzle house. I am increasingly of the opinion that this is some mental construct, some riddle conjured up by the professor's failing mind. He may not have even understood what he hid. To those seeking wisdom must first know their own foolishness. Reflect on yourself in the heat of passion to reveal what the cold eye of logic sees not. Oh, that's vague. That's unknown to me, my friend. There is only one way to answer that question. If we can find the answer to the riddle, perhaps we will solve the mystery. And I guess, as per usual, you will just sit there and let me do the work. Nice. You know, for someone who calls me your friend, you just, sit around, let me do the legwork. I suppose this is all still locked. What about... I mean, it mentions a reflection, right? That can't mean like a literal reflect on yourself. Okay, oh, so he actually notes. Said the riddle and the cold idol. Could there be something hidden here somehow? The reflection is strangely disordered. I bet there's something written on the mirror. That seems straightforward enough. Like when they use like wax or something to write on a mirror, and if you steam it up. Maybe it's like the invisible ink thing we did earlier, last episode, where we had to burn the piece of paper. There's something like that. Oh look, she's in the kitchen now. May I ask you something, of course? Is he fond of riddles? Indeed, yes. He has long been an enthusiast of every mind game you can imagine. In better days, he would host parties every other month at themed soirees, he called them. Oh, those were good times. What do themed soirees have to do with riddles? Okay, I must go. You wouldn't happen to know anything about... Oops. The mirror upstairs, would you? Oh, what have we got here? Let's take those matches. Yeah. Oh, that looks new. An old teapot. I'm gonna go out on a limb and heat that water up. Yeah, it's basically like when you write something in wax and then the steam, you put steam in front of it, and obviously the steam, the condensation, whatever, won't collect where the wax or whatever is, and so you'll be able to see. That's what I'm thinking, or it's some sort of variant like that, I'm guessing. Let's try that. Reflect on yourself, need a passion to reveal the knowledge of what the cold eye of logic does not say. Condensation from the teapot steam has revealed a hidden message. I'll add this clue to the letter. Knowing yourself, you may look upon your master, meet his imposing gaze, and seek to understand what... Thereby learn the question, if not the final. Imposing gaze reminds me of the... Curiously, the message remains visible even though the condensation is evaporated. Now that is interesting. I like how they've actually changed. You can see smudges on the mirror now. We have heard imposing gaze before when we were looking at the picture downstairs at the front. Imposing and inquisitive gaze. Look upon your master. Can we? Yes, we can interact. As I suspected, there is a small key taped to the back of the picture frame. And a note. The question is the world from the peak of man's tallest tower. The answer yearns up to it from the root of life and time itself. Tallest tower. Bet it's the attic. Like, it's the tallest part of the house. And, like, everyone knows that's where all the good shit gets in, is in the attic. You know, treasure maps, mysterious things. Just whenever you have a mystery thing or a haunted house or something like that, there's always something hidden in the attic. It's like a rule. Yeah, unless you have a house without an attic. My house doesn't have an attic. My house doesn't have an attic, but we do have a roof crawl space, and it is full of stuff. If we were going to hide something mysterious, it would be in the crawl space in the roof. A shelf covered in old ornaments, piece of metalwork, and pipes of strange shapes. Some kind of round... we got another one of these. I don't know, every time I find one of these, I'm just going to turn it to whatever the other icon is. I have no idea what it's achieving. but I'm assuming they want us to turn it like a switch, and since there's only 2 options, I assume just setting it to whatever the other one is, I don't know, part of some other puzzle. Oh, I can't see down there. Oh, see, I noticed a queen with her face hidden by mask. I think you can't tell that her face is missing until you obviously actually go down there. The answer yearns up to it from the very root of life itself. I should check if there's something hidden underneath that tree. Oh, of course. What else we got? Oh, an unusual electrical device. I am unfamiliar with its function, but I can tell there is a piece of equipment missing. It clearly does some sort of sound-related thing if it's got a little thing on it. Okay, so maybe we can go dig up the piece for that device under the tree. Unless he's in, like, another key or another thing underneath the tree. What's the fastest way outside? I think is actually this way. Getting all that crunchy snow. Yeah, that ASMR snow crunching sound. Yep. Another note and a key. It is a truth. Our ancestors knew at which stone silence came to unknown. Shape of a feather. Well, clearly that unlocks the bird room. Obviously. To the bird room. I know it's an aviary, but it's a bird room, okay? That's what I'm calling it. Too bad it's not like a winged key like Harry Potter. That would be exciting. Yep, of course. It is a room full of birds. Of course it is. They're all just in cages. There's a crow. Corvus cornix. I don't know what any of these are. They all seem like vaguely European, possibly. Or at least from that part of the world. Oh, can we take this? There's a small compartment at the base of the bus. That only by entering the gnashing jaws of primal horrors. Oh, that's... Embroidered cloth. On it is written, if the birds are silent, race trees on. Wow. I don't know what any of these birds are. Actually, it's funny, the only bird in here who I actually know the name of, like the scientific name of, is the crow. And it's the only one they actually tell you it's crow. So, like, I know corvus, but, and like the corvids, but I don't know the rest of these, so God, I hope there isn't a puzzle that requires me to know any of that later. Like, between this piece of cloth, I feel like there wouldn't be a room full of birds in cages that you can interact with if there wasn't going to be a puzzle to do with it. I'm just trying to think. Primal horror. Gnashing jaws. guess anything to do with statues. I don't know. Although they don't really have gnashing jaws, do they? They don't even have faces. But I don't know, I feel like they do tap into a pretty primal horror. And we haven't done anything with them yet, you know? Oh. Her face is hidden by a mask. I thought it wasn't. Hang on a second. I feel like something has changed. I don't think he was hiding his face before. You could see that they didn't have faces before, right? I'm not misremembering that. Am I? Okay, well, obviously the game disagrees with me about the primal horror. I do think these are pretty horrifying. But I don't think that's it. But we do have some lion statues. Lions have teeth and jaws. Oh, there we go. A lever. Hit the lever. Distant stone scrapes. I think it just triggered some mechanism inside the manor. There's also a note here. Will you at last know the truth? Right, well, what did that change? Anything in here? No secret bookshelves? No. It's always worth looking at the old, secret, room or passage behind a bookshelf. It's pretty, sort of staple. These kind of things. Nope, there's not. Anything in here? Nope, no chamber of secrets. Hidden in the bathroom. Oh, hang on. Back. Hey, look at that. A secret passage is open to the end of the corridor. Let's check it out. This looks like Professor Red's archive. Yep. Let's go get our friendo. Rustle of papers. Oh, now you're actually doing something useful. Experiments, 1885. There's a small key inside the folder. We got another key, so there's still more riddle, is there? Results at last. After many months of tedious observation, something has finally come from the other side. Oh, something has finally come from the other side. I heard the sound of footsteps exploring the proximity of the stone archway. This would seem to verify my hypothesis. Absolute horror is the key that we seek. I feel like if you're exploring or trying to figure out anything and the answer or the key to that problem is absolute horror, then you should probably just leave it alone and don't touch it. Now that they have proven themselves successful, I have installed 2 new devices in the outer tunnels. I dare not go deeper. I have not heard it again, but I know that the thing must still be down there. Oh, brilliant. Containment in the underground tunnel has been containment has been wonderful. Oh, this scientific experiment of yours has gone so well, hasn't it? It looks like it's gone swimmingly. I have no choice but to abort the experiment. No shit. If containment has been breached, it can be controlled no longer. But there is one thing left to do. I will seal the tunnel and hope that the abomination remains forever entombed within. So that's what we were doing at the beginning. As usual, a scientist was messing around with something, and they were like, yeah, experiments involving absolute horror. Can't possibly imagine how this could go wrong. This seems legit. I see no problems here. Oh no, oh dear, oh look, everything's gone wrong. Who would have seen that coming? It seems to be a log that the professor kept during one of his experiments almost 7 years ago. It is noteworthy that one of the entries has been overtaxed their own secret notes that they've hidden behind crystals. But what is written in there cannot be true. It must be some kind of hallucination. Perhaps, though we should not jump to conclusions. We can... Oops, don't jump to conclusions, but I'm going to make a conclusion. Okay, that the professor had another working space underground. Open the basement door. Meanwhile, I'll keep looking through these documents. There'll be something more than that folder among the myths. Yeah, like, as usual, you will sit around and we will do the legwork. And we will get jumped by, like, whatever monster is hiding down there, and you can just sit back and do nothing. Kaufman. Jeez. There's kind of metallic hatch on the wall. A set of silhouettes framed each scribe. Oh. Okay. This looks like some sort of combination puzzle. They got different pictures on them. Oh, we got a level. Okay. This is another puzzle. He was a well-positioned man, fell madly in love with the younger daughter. Oh, okay, that looks sort of masculine. And I fancied the idea of, but always hid her feelings, so I think she's facing the older man. Okay, that one's facing away and looks male, so she fancies him, but won't talk to her mother. And I assume that is her mother. Didn't never take her eyes off her daughter, watch them all times, so that's facing away. So yes, I assume that he fancies her, she fancies him. She's watching both of them. And Mr. Bartley showed his support for their daughter, but his wife never paid him any attention, so... Well, they're both facing the same way, but that one looks possibly feminine. That looks like sort of a man, short hair with like a high collar kind of thing. So he's watching all of them. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. A compartment is opened in the wall. Oh, another dial. We're just gonna switch that around, and who knows what that did? I don't know. I don't know how many of them we have to find or what, but, you know, whatever. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. So, let's go down to the basement. I can't imagine anything that could possibly go wrong down in the basement where he supposedly had a secret lab and a pet monster or experiment or something. No, I thought she might have something interesting to say, but no. Right, let's unlock the basement. It's a shame they don't automatically just use the right key. Oh, wonderful. It's completely dark in here. I feel the cold draft coming from the front. Oh, oops. Sorry, my mistake. Oh no, maybe not my mistake. Just run away. Get out of here. It's too dark. But we still have our matches. Dreadful music. Oh, that's comforting. Oh, come on. Whose match goes out that quickly? I run it. There was only 2 matches. Oh, why didn't you just... Crawling. Can we turn around and lurking? Jesus. Can we... Let's turn around and go back. No, I don't think it will let me. Approaching. Oh, God. The game won't let me go anywhere. I just have to keep... Fall. Oh, brilliant. We've fallen. Cave ambience. I've fallen through a hole. Where am I? You're down a hole, clearly. Looks like a component. Oh, look. Maybe that's for the thing up in the attic. What have we got? We got a working lantern. That's convenient. Ah, look. We're back where we were at the start. This is the tunnel that right blew up. Blocked by a cave-in. Oh, look, a ladder. It's just a hole. See, I actually, I'm kind of glad that the closed captions are on, because I think they actually make it worse. Because I think when you see something on the screen like lurking, approaching, crawling, it's like, oh my god, what? Whereas if you were just listening, or the sound was too quiet for you to hear those things, then, like, I don't think that would be as creepy. But the fact that you, or like, even if you could hear them, like, it might just sound like sounds, you know, oh, that's just stuff going on. But when it's, like, described as lurking, it's like, oh, there's something down here. So I actually think the closed captions kind of add to the creepiness. What have we got? Oh, we got another one of these. Square. Yeah, it's the same dealio. There's nothing else we can interact with. Nope. Nothing we can click. We can't access the tunnel mentioned in Professor Wright's log. How can we find the missing parts of his research? I must have talked to Kaufman about this. There's a large hole on the floor. Secret tunnel. Covered in rocks. Covered in debris. It sounds as if the professor succeeded in blocking the entrance to the underground area. This is unfortunate to us. Okay, not if there's something actually down there. It's not. If there actually is something down there, then it's very fortunate for us that he did manage to succeed in blocking the tunnel. I have made some progress of my own front. Why was that? That's odd. The way the text was. I was on the first page, and I wonder if that's some sort of bug. That doesn't seem like a good way to format the text. Anyway, I think this could help us. Right. Yes, that is a book. Well done. Today, a meeting finally took place. Oh, this is nice. You see, Mr. Wright, our organization is keenly interested in your research. We could reach an agreement to fund this project, but first we must know the details. I understand. The main factor is the condition of the test subject. How open is he to suggestion? As you know, only the human mind can open a physical passage. Only the human mind can open a physical passage to the other side, so a complete absolute darkness would be required for the experiment to result. A secluded place, completely isolated. A place that can only bring thoughts of what may be hiding in the dark. I have the perfect location in mind. But in total darkness and seclusion, how can the results of the experiment be studied or confirmed? That is precisely where your organization can provide help. The green text is obviously right, and we don't know who the yellow one is. I have designed a special device that would allow me to listen from a safe distance, but I lack the means to manufacture it myself. That we can arrange. There is one last thing I'd like to know. How would the experience be triggered? By some means of a chemical compound? Do you mean a serum? No, not at all. That would be... Oh, okay. So it looks like season, everyone was going on about trying a serum to succeed in getting across, but it looks like this guy Wright had another solution, possibly. Not at all. The trigger is the mind itself, the emotion known as terror, the primal fear that still survives in the depths of our mind from the times humans were mere beasts, that which allows us to open a physical passage beyond the veil of rational thought. Primal terror is the key that will use us. I think this kind of explains, because in the last episode we interviewed a soldier who had somehow managed to go through the fog. So maybe this is kind of exploring the idea that the serum or that drug isn't the only way to do it. There are other, like, naturally occurring ways to get through there, and the soldier did it by accident. And now this Wright is trying to find other ways to do it as well, using primal terror. Ominous music, indeed. Could this organization be the playwright? It may be, my friend. If so, then we are closer to the truth than we thought. But in this room, I've been able to find only some fragments of information. Just got this whole room full of books, and that's all you can find. It looks as if the main bulk of the documents were moved from this room and hidden somewhere else. The basement tunnel seems to be the most reasonable conclusion. But access to that place is lost, is it not? The entrance was sealed. There may be another access that we do not know about. If we could find and use the device that the professor mentions in the log, I believe we could shed some light on this matter. Oh, I wonder if that's the device up in the attic, because that had like a listening thing on it, like a little gramophone thing. And we got ourselves a lever. Let's do this. I think it will work now. That doesn't do anything. Oh, maybe we have to... Oh, of course, we have to turn it on first. Oh. Okay. Creepy piano music. The sound. Do my ears deceive me? Is that a piano melody? I must see Kaufman at once. Not to state the obvious, but it sounds as if someone is still down there playing the piano of all things. Okay, so our escaped test subject monster possible thing that's locked down there is at least, sophisticated and enjoys music. Isn't that nice? But how is that even remotely possible? I do not know, but this means something important. It means there is another entrance to the underground tunnel. Well, not necessarily. I mean, there could be something trapped in there that somehow has a piano, and it could just be stuck there playing piano because it's bored. I don't know. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean there's another entrance. In fact, if anything, to me that would mean the opposite, because if there was another entrance, why wouldn't you leave? I don't know. But whatever, the plot needs to happen, so there is another entrance. And yeah, obviously we are going to find the other entrance. You must hypnotize the professor. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, we hypnotized Devitt in another episode, didn't we? When we were actually playing as Devitt. So yeah, Wakefield knows hypnotism. Why didn't we do this sooner? We are running out of options. This might be the only way to find the answers we seek. Look at this candle. Fix your eyes upon it. Your body is as light as a feather. Hey, this could make for a dark, endless void. Ominous tones. Oh, we're fading away. Listen to my voice. Where are you? A great number of trees surround me. The sun is setting soon. I can go north and west. What's elsewhere? Go elsewhere. I stand among tall trees. They stare at me silently. They have found me guilty. I do not wish to stay here. Alright, I guess not. Let's go back then. Go north. I stand beside a waterfall. It is not water that falls, but mud and rock from a great height. They fall and fall into a bottomless abyss. Behind the waterfall to the east lies a tunnel. To the west I can see the edge of the forest. Let's go check out the tunnel. I am in a dark tunnel. Oscar. Who's Oscar? Oscar is here as well. He is upset. He yells at me. He begs me to stop. The tunnel divides into many passages. I can go north, south, and west. Let's go south. The passage ends here, an empty cave, a big round hole in the wall. Behind it, I can hear the sea. Okay, we'll go back. Yep. Let's try going north then. I am in a large open space with a piano. Something stands next to the piano. I can't see it clearly. Its face. The tunnel stretches into the dark. Walk down the tunnel. It is a very small room. In the center lies a deep pit. A ladder goes down. It is so dark. Down there it lies. It waits. I will not continue. I must go back. Go down the ladder. I cannot. I can hear it with me. It breathes. Its breath, sorry. It breathes. Its breath. Dear God, I must flee. You must continue. It waits for me. It waits down there. I have gone down the ladder. I cannot see. It is pitch dark. I can feel its breath. It is here. It is with me. I think he's panicking a bit. Enough. We went too far, my friend. You are right. I did not think you would react this way. You did well by stopping the trance, Kaufman. I think it would be best if we leave it for today. Let us return to the inn. Reflect tonight on what we have witnessed here. Tomorrow let's discuss the next steps in our investigation. January 21st. Come in. Kaufman, are you alright? Worry not, Wakefield. I am just feeling a bit feeble. It must be all this cold and humidity and cough. Nothing serious. I'd like to know your opinion about what we heard during yesterday's session. Do you remember anything that could help us in our search? There was a tunnel. Left a deep impression. I agree the horror he experienced at the end of the session was far too intense to derive solely from his imagination. It speaks of some trauma. Seaside. Yes, it is true. Maybe the entrance to this tunnel is somewhere closer to the coast. Mysterious figure. Oh. I don't recall shouting. Yeah, no. Oh no, yes, Oscar. Professor Wright mentioned a man shouted at him near the entrance of the tunnel, begging him not to continue. I cannot remember his name very well. Good, it was Oscar. We should attempt to find him. I might know something about Professor Wright's fears. If we can find this man, I am sure we will shed light upon the mystery. Why don't you go to the village and try to find something out? Something about Oscar. My apologies, I must stay here and recover my strength. Typical Kaufman. Just leave us to do it. That's fine. You just sit there, we'll do the legwork. To the town square. Okay, we have a pub. This lady is dressed rather elegantly for someone who came to drink in a place like this. Okay. Good morning. Let me drink in peace. Are you a ship captain? Why, what's to you? Doesn't I look like a captain? Your 3 earrings. Let's try that one. Yes, I know what that means. Sure, I know about these rings. Love to see more than anything is my passion. There are far from the coast and the deep dark things we still unprepared to behold. Believe me, those things wait deep down. You may have heard 1 or 2 of the stories the fishermen tell about things seen out there. It is naught but tales for young uns, mere superstition from men too cowardly to face the dark. Any good seaman knows that in the strong wind a stretched rope can shake and sing. I myself have mistaken such keening for the wail of a child, but there is one time it was nothing on the sort. Then the sea howled. It was not thunder, not a strong wave clashing with my ship, no. It was like a voice. It spoke to me in a language I cannot describe. A sound muttered by a living thing, something, a call unlike anything I had heard before. And I understood. I understood that there was no more freedom for me, that the sea now had other lords, and whoever they were, I did know they would not share it. What happened then? As I navigated back to the shore, I lost control of my ship in a great storm. The rocks of the cliff face did the rest. I do not know where the remains of my dear Augustine ended up. With the passing of years and tides, I looked for them once, for many moons, but all I found was this bar and the bottom of an empty glass. I have never returned to the shore since. May she forgive me. Now leave me be. Two fishermen give me a suspicious look. Because I'm an outsider. Of course. I pursue like a tradition as well. Alcohol's cool. Yeah. Good morning. You want a drink? Man sitting in the corner. What is it with the man in the corner? Fred. You can ignore him. He's a sad, lonely drunk. A man named Oscar. You mean Father Oscar? You can find him in the church when he's not here. He's right outside. Have you met Professor Wright? Professor, sure. I saw him every other day as a young'un, always involved in the village. He was la-di-da alright, but folk respected him. He got stuck in. Didn't last though. Shut himself away. Started getting visitors from out of town. He stopped coming to the village eventually. Last I heard, he'd gone crazy. None of us knows for sure though. It's been years since I saw him. Okay. Well, guess we know where to find Oscar. We gotta look for a church. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Oh. Oh, okay. Whatever you say. There's no... no, we got a door here. It's the church. But it is locked. Right, well, what's down here then? There's a boat. The name Providence is written on the side. Anything? Nope. What about this oar? No. An old rusty bronze bell, typical of a seafaring vessel. It is engraved the name Augustine. Hey, that was the ship. I'm gonna pick that up. Someone may be able to tell me more about it. Well, clearly, this old ship is completely wrecked. That's the ship that the old drunk sailor was talking about. Let's go show him the bell. I mean, are you seriously telling me he'd never actually come down here to look on the beach and just see his ship? They're just like right there on the beach. I think he made a beeline for the bar. Oh, that's weird. Like, that person keeps opening the window and there's like a speech bubble thing that turns up. But when I come near them, they shut the window. I wonder if I'm supposed to have like an item or something before I can approach them. Why, that bell is from the Augustine. My Augustine. Where on earth did you find it? I found it on the beach near the shipwreck. No shit. I thought I would never say it again. I'll clean it and make it shine anew. Wakefield Beach, our beach. Why, I must go straight away. Yeah, your beach. How did you never find it? Oh, to be reunited with my poor Augustine, what will remain of her? No, I dare not go. Oh, but I must. Good day to you, sir. I feel like we should go follow him. Hey you. Rude. Why are you so rude? I just feel like he didn't give us anything for helping him. And I feel like there must be a point in doing that. Neither the cracks in your hull nor your flaking paint, none of it matters. You are beautiful as ever, Augustine. Today we will watch the sunset together. I'm sorry. Big yawn. I wonder if me yawning will make any of you guys yawn or sleepy. That would be good. Good sir, I cannot put into words what a great service you have rendered this drunken knave. Just as you, a stranger, have brought me to my lost treasure, may this old sailor's spyglass, in whatever way it can, help light the way to yours. Take it. It is a gift from the heart. Okay. So, now what? Okay, so they still do not want to talk to us. But what are we supposed to do now? I don't think there's anywhere else to go in this town. Okay, when will the church open? Church, let me give you some advice. Barmaids ain't the people to ask about church opening hours. This here bar is my church. Most of the villagers come to see things my way too. We praise here these days. Praise. That was an odd choice of words. The whole village has forsaken the church, but why? The town is forsaken. No work on the coast these days. See if you can make a living. Most of the fishers and sailors have up and left. Half the cottages lie abandoned. Those who stay, they barely leave their homes except to come here, of course. But surely there must be more than just this. Many coastal towns face the same struggle, but none lie abandoned. Well, there's rumours. Silly stories if you ask me, but some take 'em real serious. Fishers, big dependable guys, they'll tell you they've seen stuff out there in the water. Apparitions, shapes among the rocks. I say it's the booze talking, and I should know. Who could see anything in all that mist anyway? But fishers, they're superstitious. Folk believe the tales, and one by one they just didn't come home no more. Tell me about Captain. Does he come here often? Fred, he's a regular, sad, lonely drunk. Well, I'll leave you to your work. That still doesn't really tell us what else we can do. Like, there's nothing over there. Like, the only thing we haven't interacted with is this person. Windows, can we? Hello? Okay. I don't know. Town square. Maybe go back to the inn. I should. Oh, really? You'll respect Kaufman's privacy, but you'll go wandering through other people's houses. Okay, sure. Oh, we'll tell him about Father Oscar. We discovered the identity of the man we seek. It's the priest. The church door is closed. My dear Wakefield, what advice can I offer? A church would not remain closed all day. If you must wait, then do so, and in the meantime talk to the villagers. Perhaps that will reveal something useful about the professor. Yeah, well, that's... like... we did that. We talked to the villagers. Except for that, like, one villager who doesn't want to talk to us. Are you gonna shut that window again? No. No. That's so weird. Am I missing something? I must be missing something. I feel like I'm obviously supposed to talk to some people or something. Okay. stuck. Just burn this place down. No, am I missing something? Hey you, I can see you. I feel like I need to talk to this person, but maybe I need, like, to do something first before they will talk to me. Okay, what if I just stand here and harass them? Come out. Come out. What is going on? I'm like, there's only two places I can go, and I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. An ugly painting. I don't know why that's so funny. It's just all the other paintings. I mean, like, oh, a quaint painting of this or whatever. It's just, that's stone cold. That's just an ugly painting. Kaufman, help me. Kaufman, do something. Catch him on fire. Just kiss the matches on him. Maybe the window. Okay, it's still snowing. But can you see something out the window? No, you can't. Okay, Kaufman's told me to talk to people. I've said everything I can to the chick in the bar. And this is the only person, like, there's a speech bubble. But if I approach them, oh, it worked this time. Okay, every other time they shut the window. I don't know if that was a bug or something. Excuse me, are you spying on me? I am sorry, I didn't mean to. You're not from these parts, are you? No, I'm just passing through. You're alright, yes. Could you do me a favor? For a long time I wanted to visit the tomb of my lover, but I cannot leave this house due to my illness. Could you please leave these flowers there? No one in this village will do the service for me. Alright, what is that place? Oh, you could not know how grateful I am. You're a good, kind person. You can go to the graveyard through that path right there. The name you look for is Carter. Hey, now we can progress. We have a new location. Why were you spying on me? I do not put it like that. It sounds so terrible. I just watch folk passing by. I cannot leave this house, so I spend my days at the window. It's awful interesting. You learn a lot about people this way, you know. Really, what can you tell me about myself? I've only observed you for a while, but I can tell you're on an important mission. Looking for someone dear. There is a worry over your shoulders and a long way ahead of you. Well, that was remarkable. I'm frankly astonished. What can you tell me about the barmaid? Eva is a woman with a strong character. Once I saw her kick out a group of drunk sailors from the pub, without a doubt. She is in a bad mood lately because business is not what it used to be. She will not leave this village, though, as the others. What about the captain? Poor Fred is always drunk. In the old times, when he was not sailing, he had long walks on the beach and looked happy, but now rare is the occasion when he gives a quick glance at the coast. All is lost, all hope, he has lost all hope. What can you tell me about Father Oscar. He is a man who has lost his purpose. I see him walking aimlessly in the morning and evening, nervous and doubtful. I should go. Well, I don't know why they kept closing the shutters, but we now have a new area to go explore. Like maybe... the font doesn't quite fit the box very well. Do not bring flowers to this place, for rum is all I crave. Now I rest under the same stars I sailed by when alive. No name, no date. Interesting. Rose Carter, 1840 to 1885. That's Carter is the one we... Distant bells. The bells of the church. It seems the priest is calling mass. Oh, there we go. Now we can go find him at the church. Okay. But first we'll see what else is around here. Oh, we got another. Trees. Windswept gnarly old tree. Oh, hello. Good morning, I am Dr. Wakefield. You come from the town, don't you? You need an answer, I know by your accent. Be careful around these cliffs. This is no place for tourists. It's hardly the place for anyone now. The man snorts. You best be on your way back. Strange things been happening here. Seamen and fishermen alike swear to have heard voices in the rising tide. Inhuman screams, some of them say. And there are some who claim to have witnessed ungodly things in the dead of night. I once saw a ghastly thing crawling out there amongst the rocks. Screams. Bloody trunks. They say the sea howls at them, as if that was something new. But what did you see in the rocks? Late night it was. Me on my boat. Fishing. That's when I get the best catch. Then I saw it, not under the water as the others say. It was on a rock, perched there like it was smelling for something. The shape of it, like nothing I ever saw before. Not walking on the earth, nor swimming in the sea. The thing was big and hunched over, like a crouching man. The way it moved, it made my flesh crawl. Whatever it was, the mist itself was its ally. The mist itself was its ally, hiding it from my bare eyes, and in the end disappearing away altogether. I swear, should I say that or again, I will take my most vicious harpoon and thrust it so deep in its wretched body that they will have to bury them together. So what are you doing up here? I came up here to where I can to watch the shore, just in case that thing comes back. The mist down there is too thick. I can see better from here, even if my eyes are not what they used to be. Damn it. If I could somehow regain my once sharp eyesight again, by God, I would impale that abomination for sure. Well, we happen to have a telescope. That might help. I have to say, all these talks of like haunting screams and monsters out at sea and stuff, like, it's making it sound like the experiment might was too young at the time, but everyone round here knows the story well. It was a terrible tragedy, you see. One night there was a landslide just beneath the house. Most of the building fell sheer into the sea, leaving only yonder ruins. Many died, though by a miracle young Master Wright was spared. You can see it from here. Look right there on the other side of the beach. Do you see it? Oh, we got another spot. Well, is that it? Well, we've got quite a few things we can do now. We can go back. We've put the flowers on. What was it, Rose? Rose Carter, I think it was, or something like that. And we can go back now and visit the church and the priest, and then we'll go to the cliff. Can we talk to this person? I have left the flowers on your lover's grave as you asked. Thank you so much. Well, yep, that church looks pretty empty and boarded up. Good morning. Good morning, my son. Does no one come to church anymore? The village has seen bleak times. Many have left and the rest have lost their faith. Every day I ring the bell, but no one answers. May God have mercy on their souls. Right, he suppose that is, I could not say. The mist that shrouds this coast and the shapes that swell within have long been a source of hearsay. But lately the stories people tell are not of pirates and smugglers, but something more sinister. Some say the devil himself has come to our shores. It is a rumour, but I dare not disregard. Are you personally acquainted with Professor Wright? Why, yes, of course. Adam is not merely a parishioner, but one of my closest friends. Since our youth we enjoyed many scholarly, but sometimes quite fervent discussions, he being an anthropologist and myself a theologian. That is until he fell ill. Oh, that's exciting. Anthropologists represent. Sorry. Personal interest there. Because it was never actually entirely clear what he was a professor of, but if he is a professor of anthropology, or if he's an anthropologist of some kind, that kind of makes sense why he is, researching the occult or rituals, all that kind of stuff, because, those kind of things are of interest in some sort of areas of anthropology. Anyway, but since he is like that, I have not visited him. I must go. Wait a moment, please. I need to ask for a small favor. Please give this to Adam. I don't know if it will mean anything to him now, but it will bring peace to my soul if there is some token of our friendship resting by his side. Oh, and we can go back to the right manor. Nice. What do we get? A picture? It's a picture of two young men. They could be Professor Wright and Father Oscar. I don't think there's much else to do here. Well, we'll go explore the cliff first, and then we'll go back to the mansion, or the manor, sorry, and give Ryan his photo. I don't know how structurally foundations of the house are heavily damaged. I must proceed with utmost care. It could collapse at any time. Yeah, like half the floor is missing. Well, half the building, actually. This landscape shows the house as it was before the landslide ruined it. There is a peculiar indentation in the stone. Oh, okay. Well, I'm guessing we have to put something there. Oops, sorry. I thought I was clicking on something else. I think we're... Oh wait, what's that? Hang on. The side of the cliff is heavily exposed to harsh sea winds and waves. Okay. I think there's anything else we can do in here. Obviously whatever that indentation is, that's the important thing. We need to find something and bring it back here. Alright, well, I guess might as well get back to the manor. Oh, it's locked again. Well, I suppose that makes sense, really. When you think about it, you wouldn't leave your door locked. I mean, it's supposed to be the next following day, so obviously you wouldn't leave your door unlocked overnight. Anyway, but you do leave your back door unlocked. Interesting. I wonder where the housekeeper is. What's that? Oh, pipe. Well, this door is unlocked. It wasn't before. Oh, a cage covered with embroidered cloth. The end of the phrase on a visitor will call. Okay, so we... Oh, hang on a second. No, if the birds fall silent, a visitor will call. Okay. Great stand. I feel like we're just going through the housekeeper's stuff. I mean, I assume this would be the housekeeper's room. There is a key inside. Okay, interesting. I wonder what the key's for. Because we unlocked the aviary, or the bird room. Oh, we can't unlock it from this side. I suppose the key's for that. No, okay. So maybe upstairs. Oh well, there's this door, of course. Why are all the lights out? It's dark. We're like using the lamp. This is a bit ominous. I'm curious. Why is anything going on in here? No, this looks the same. I'm just curious. I wonder where the housekeeper is. Oh, well, we'll take the photo and then we'll go check out the... Oh, it's locked. Okay. Oh, Professor Wright is not here. There's an open book on the floor. The Book of Birds. It is a compilation of legends related to birds. Some of the text has been marked. The birds were travelling to meet their king when they reached a crossroads. The wretched crew tried to lead them astray and onto the path of the mists. Many birds followed him and were lost forever beyond that veil. And Only the wisdom of the crested hoopoe and the prudence of the red-feathered robin would lead the remaining 28 back to the path of the righteousness, ever since the birds have sung their praise, but without the hoopoe and robin, silence would have fallen forever. I feel like that ties back into this one, if the birds fall silent. I feel like it ties into that. Dressing gown and slippers. Well, now this is disconcerting. I was gonna say no chance that he's just gone to the bathroom, and that's why he's not in his bedroom. What about you? Is this locked? That's locked. Well, considering we just got a big book on birds, I would say the next hint is to go check out the, oh, this is creepy too in here. The fire's out. Where's the housekeeper gone? Everything's all closeted and turned off. But the birds are still noisy. Well, we've got a crow here. I suppose we could put the cloth. The bird inside suddenly grows quiet. What about this one? Hang on a second. Well, we have two cloths. And the story mentioned the hoopoe and the robin as the two birds that sort of led them back onto the path. And ever since the birds have sung their praise, without them, silence would have fallen forever. So I think if putting that on a cage makes the bird quiet, we have to make those two birds quiet. The only question is, I haven't a damned clue. Aside from Corvus, aside from the Corvus family, or whatever that is, I haven't a damn clue what any of the rest of these are. Oh dear. Crested hoopoe and the red-feathered robin. Okay, let's see. Well, we know that's the crow, so we can ignore that one. Like an orange breast. Well, that's not going to be a red robin, is it? That one has a crest. I have no idea what colours a hoopoe is. I don't think they're native in my part of the world, so I haven't a damn clue, but it has a crest, so that could be one of them. Yellow beak. Doesn't tell us anything. This is a grey breast. Well, that doesn't sound right. so I'm gonna guess that that's a robin. And I'm gonna guess that this one has a crest. Like, it's probably not a cockatoo. Since Australian cockatoos don't have black and white wings. So I'm gonna go out on the limb and guess that it could be the bird's over. Oh, there we go. All the birds have suddenly stopped their chittering. Ringing at the door. It sounds as if there is someone at the door. Oh, somebody has come into the house. This is spooky. Maybe this is the visitor that the Professor Wright kept talking about. Oh, the front door is open. Where could they be? Let's go look upstairs. Oh, look. Spooky. Who could it be? Oh dear. Oh god, Mr. Wright. Hang on. We'll get to you in a second. Let's just explore your room. Thin layer of dust on the coat rack, but not on the coat. Yeah, I'm just gonna poke around to see what else is going on. I'll get to you in a second. Or something, or someone has gone out the window, maybe. The poor man, it looks as if his heart gave out on him. He's got his eyes, my god, they are fixed in an expression of utmost terror. Let me see his fist clenched. He is holding on to something. It is some kind of stone figurine. He is holding it tightly as if it were protecting it from someone. The figurine is beautifully carved, but it appears to be one half of a larger artifact. I bet that figurine fits in that hole. On the cliffside house. I have seen death before, but never has a body left me so ill at ease. I am trembling. Oh dear. Well, this is serious. I must break the news to Kaufman, and of course the local authorities will have to be informed. I was going to say, I don't suppose we'd leave the photo with him. Kaufman. What is the matter, Kaufman? Oh no. Don't worry, I have given him a mild sedative. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Armitage. The innkeeper called me because he was worried about your friend. Pleased to meet you, I am Dr. Wakefield. What are Kaufman's symptoms? Strong coughing, general feebleness, dizziness. Well, that's extremely vague and unhelpful. It is too soon yet for a diagnosis. It could be a simple cold, but the sudden onset and severity of his symptoms is certainly a concern. He must be monitored for the next few hours at least. Do not worry, Dr. Wakefield. I will remain here and take care of your friend. Kaufman is asleep. He breathes heavily and looks very pale. Well, could it be something serious? Well, now what are we supposed to do? I'm not sure what we're supposed to do now. We're at the inn. We have half a figurine. We have to find the other half somewhere. Well, I don't know, maybe let's go look at the cliff again. Can we do something with the figurine? Or half of the figurine? That would give us a clue. No, okay, so we have to find the other half first. I don't know, let's go back to the manor maybe. Oh god, his body is still just lying there. Did you get around to informing the authorities by any chance? Anything here? I'm just trying to think. I don't think going to the basement would be any help. Oh gosh. I'm just looking at the time. And yeah, these chapters, or these episodes of this game have gotten so much longer. Like, wow, this is going to be a pretty long let's play just for this one chapter. Yeah, wow, this is going to be a long video. But I feel like because this is one episode, I feel like it needs to be one long video rather than splitting it up. Splitting it up doesn't feel right. So yeah, thanks to anyone who's still watching this long ass video. Oh, I know we haven't been. Okay, so far the only place in this house that we haven't done anything is in that creepy statue thing. Has removed his mask. Okay, so maybe that wasn't helpful. Unless there's something back here in the bird room I missed. The aviary. Yeah, I know. Maybe we have to go somewhere else. There's nothing at the cliff side that we could do. I mean, we're clearly looking for a second piece to that statue to progress. Is there anything? else though. There isn't really anything in the town square, is there now? Except people to talk to. Hang on a second, I just had a thought. I wonder if that's a hint. I'm thinking maybe go look at the graveyard. I know I'm grasping here, but I'm just... Oh dear. I think I appear to be a bit stuck. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for a bit of a wander around this game and see if I can figure out what I'm missing or what I'm supposed to do, and I will get back to you once I have figured out what I have to do next, just so that you don't watch me having to wander around in this already very long video. Just wandering, just walking around, clicking on things. So yes, I will get back to you. And I'm back. And we're back here at the mansion. Okay, so I was actually on the right line of thought with the regarding the statues. So the statues actually change their positions according to the dials, and we found 4 of these dials around the house as we were exploring, and we didn't notice, but maybe some of you noticed, but I didn't notice, but that depending what you switch the dial to determines what position the statue is in, whether they have their face covered or with a mask, or whether they take the mask off. And that was kind of in the hint, in the inscription written on the bottom. So this is the last dial that we have to turn into the correct position in order to get all the statues with their masks taken off. So I just came back before we put this dial into position, but the others I had to go around and figure out which one changed which and set them in the right way, which was, walking back and forward and stuff to make sure. But this is the only one I haven't changed yet, and there's one statue that is still covered. So this, I don't know if this will click something in place, but this should solve the puzzle. So let's see what happens. Okay, nothing immediate or dramatic has happened, but we'll go check on the statues now. There we go. Something's happened. The clay vessel held by the statue is broken into many pieces. There is an object among them. It must have been hidden inside. It looks like a compass. It must be broken since it does not point north. When the four remove their masks of lies, the path to the grave will be cleared. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, statues don't traditionally move around, but this one has. And it has dropped its vessel. And you can see the rest of them have all removed their masks. Okay, well, I was hoping we would get the other half of the figurine, but we've got some compass thing. I mean, it says it's a compass, but it says it cannot be a compass. Well, that's okay. Oh, hello. It changes direction. Oh, look, it's moving. Oh, I think we should follow it. See if we go towards this entrance. No, it wants us to go out this entrance. It wants us to go out the front door. Yep, it's telling us. Well, the graveyard is immediately below us, and the statue did mention the grave. So, okay, so I might have been in the right sort of thinking with that clue, and it's telling us to go here. Are you kidding me? We were just here. The compass points to this grave. Let's dig up a grave. Fun. Hey, there it is. That looks like the figurine. Awesome. And a gravestone. Well, like, clearly those fragments. The two pieces form an intricately carved figurine or idol. It is ancient, without a doubt. Again, that is so wonderfully Lovecraftian. Like, Lovecraft was full of, like, ancient idols. Just so good. I love it. I love the little references. Alright, off to the cliff. And I guess we're gonna open a secret passage. Ooh, but let's not walk off the edge of the cliff. That goodie. Although then again, I don't know how excited I am to go potentially exploring a secret area that might have something in it. It has triggered some secret mechanism. There's a passage behind the fireplace that seems to lead into the cliff. This must be the entrance to the underground tunnel. I must go on. There's a note on the floor. Whatever you find down here, do not stop. Who would leave a message like that? And why? Distant piano melody. Oh, we've got 2 paths to go. Let's try this one first. Let's see where this leads. Nope, dead end, I guess. I wish you wouldn't quite walk so slow. I feel like if I was slightly terrified of something lurking down in the dark, I would not be walking slow. I would actually speed up. I'd be walking at a brisk pace. It is some viscous substance. It could be some kind of fungus, or maybe the decomposed remains of an animal. Ugh. What's through here? Another 2 paths. Oh, we found the other side of the cave-in. Well, that's good. But, nothing else here. What about here? Wait, is that... Did we come from there? Sorry, let's check this one. Have I turned myself around? Oh, no, okay. Oh no, crap. I've already confused myself where we're going. Yeah, didn't we pass this already? Okay, maybe this is... Oh, a giant hole. Okay. I can't... God damn it. I wish I was paying more attention. I can't remember which way I came from. Okay, did we come from here? Okay, that I think leads to a dead end. Yeah, okay, this is the dead end. I feel like such an idiot. I got so turned around so quickly. And that's the first entrance we came from, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry, I reoriented myself. Right, well. Yes, okay, so we came in through that side. Over there is the big hole, I believe. Yes, this is... big hole into the ocean. Oh, maybe that's where the creature gets out and goes onto the rocks and scares people, is through that hole. Okay, so now we're going through the middle door. Okay. See, that's confusing. We go through the middle door, but we pop out over here. Okay, so now over there is where we came from. What's up here? Okay, we know that's a dead end. I remember this room because it was flooded, which means we are now heading over here. Oh, this is new. There are human remains. The flesh is gone, but the bones look undisturbed. How long have they lain here? Why on earth? Did Professor Wright not alert the authorities? I must presume what possible research could have led to this. There is creepy, distant piano music. I don't know if you can quite hear it yet. Damn it, another split. I gotta remember we came through the middle door. Oh god, creepy looking pipe. Ugh. That is disgusting. Oh, it goes deep into the wall, okay. Although we don't know if it's a pipe, it just looks like, oh, is there something digging holes down here? That's even worse. The thought that it could dig its way out. Oh, I'm actually getting a bit tense. Oh, okay, this is new. The sound is getting oh. It knows we're coming. There's a grand piano placed in the middle of the room. I'm starting to get tense now. Maybe don't go exploring the cave by yourself. Oh no, strange breathing. Oh, hang on. Let me go back this way. I think this will probably be a dead end, because the other one has 2 paths. Yeah, okay, so that is a dead end. We can just rule this one out. Yeah. Now there's 2 paths in this way as well, so let's just check out this one. Because I've noticed that, like, it either leads to a dead end. Oh, strange breathing. Oh dear. It either leads to a dead end or a path. Okay. I'll stop it. The closed captions are the worst. Oh my god. Oh, you think horror games are bad with the noise? Just add closed captions. Just to make it worse. The drawing represents a human figure stepping through some sort of archway or door. Hey look, it's a Stargate. Okay. Well now. That's one of the strange metal device hanging from the ceiling. I think that's the listening thing, isn't it? That allows the professor to listen or observe the experiment. Oh, don't tell me that's another gross looking hole. I was tense that something was going to jump out of the hole. Sorry if I go quiet, but I am genuinely a bit not scared, just on edge. Please stop doing that. Please stop telling me about the strange breathing. I don't want to know. What is this place? Have we discovered ourselves a lab? A secret lab? Strange machine, it does not seem to be working anymore. There is a note on the floor. Who is gone will not be back the same, but somehow change, because that which lurks beyond the door awaits, and no one that has crossed through can hope to escape its blessing. I must tell Kaufman all of this. Would you look at that? Wait, what's this say? These clothes are torn down to unrecognizable shreds. There is a tag in here with 2 initials. H.A. H.A. I can't remember the exact name. But I think one of the 4 witnesses, the one whose name was crossed out, because in the extras for season 1 when we did the autopsy, there was a piece of paper that we found in the priest's stomach, which had the name of the 4 witnesses on there. And the one person who was crossed out was like something starting with a H, and it was like Ashworth or Ash something, but I think it was H-A. Although I could be barking up the wrong tree, it could be something completely different, but there is a large archway carved into the stone wall of the gateway. So somebody was like trying to build a rather literal gateway to the unknown. And it looks like the clothes there would indicate that somebody might not have had a successful or a great time doing that. Episode. Everything seems to be getting tense and like pretty interesting. God, yeah, I think they kind of, I realize it's a point and click game, so ultimately you're never gonna have like a combat scene where you're like fighting, or something like, you have a fail state where it's like, oh no, you haven't fought off the monster or anything. Like, I get that you don't have that feeling of like, I'm gonna fail if something jumps out and scares me or whatever, but I have to say, like, I like how they still managed to build quite a lot of tension, because, so far the game hasn't really shown many things that are like outright, like straight out, like monstrous or like scary. Like everything's been kind of a bit spooky or a bit surreal or a bit strange, but it's like, no, that was definitely a monster. that was definitely a big crawly monster thing. So yeah, what a cliffhanger. It'll be interesting to see how we get out of that. Yeah, so anyway, whoops, the battery on my microphone's about to die. Anyway, yeah, that was tense. I don't know if tense is how you want to end an ASMR video, or how relaxing that is, but I hope at the very least this was enjoyable, if nothing else. And thank you if you've stuck around, thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. And I hope you'll join me next time in episode 3 to find out, how does Wakefield get away? What happens next? So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll see you then.